Tuesday. We're going to do something to honor those that gave it all today. Time to do something for Memorial Day. Alright, Canteen Cup Tuesday today. We're going to do our best to honor those who gave it all. Got Memorial Day coming up next week, and honors those who died in service. In the Civil War, we lost approximately 620,000. In World War I, we lost 516,000 Americans. In World War II, we lost 399,000. In the Korean War, we lost 36,574. In the Vietnam conflict, we lost 58,220. In Desert Storm, we lost 383. In Operation Iraqi Freedom, we lost 4,411. In Operation New Dawn, we lost 73. In Operation Enduring Freedom, we lost 2,346. In Operation Freedom Sentinel, 48 service members have died as of May 2018. In Operation Inherent Resolve, 61 service members have died as of May 2018. Today we're gonna take 30 seconds. I'm gonna pop a photo up I took in DC at one of the memorials. I'm gonna do that now, and well, not now, but we're gonna take 30 seconds. We're gonna give them a moment of silence. Okay, so here it is. Hey, to honor those that lost their lives and gave it all, we're going to do a meal right out of the military cookbook. We're going to do what's affectionately known as SOS, or my family-friendly version of that's going to be stuff on a shingle. You figure it out. The guys in the field didn't call it stuff. This is the 1942 recipe. This is what we're going to be following. I found recipes for this going back to 1910. But it's real simple. We're going to make some toast. We're going to use flour and butter to make a roux. beef broth and evaporated milk to make a gravy. It gets seasoned with parsley and black pepper. The recipe didn't say if they had fresh parsley. I don't think they did. Now I found this dried beef, so I'm gonna cut that down into little chips and we'll throw that in the gravy at the end. While my fire's dying down in the Canteen cup stove, I'll tell you about something I thought about. If you're bushcrafting, you get some of this pepper gravy mix. So just add water, and that's basically this. Take along a little bit of your beef and that, and some bannock, and you've got breakfast out there. And it's funny, you know, with a military service, folks generally have a meal that's misery to them. I have a friend who won't eat spaghetti. He ate it his entire trip on a boat back from Vietnam. But then there's other meals, and this seems to be one that seems to be a comfort meal for a lot of the servicemen and women. So that has me kind of curious too. If you were in the service, do you have a food that you just won't eat anymore? And also, do you have a food that's comforting to you? Put them in the comments below and share with us your experience and how food related to that. Might as well chunk up some of this stuff while we're waiting. Today I'm using an old mower I had laying around. Batoned up some wood for the stove. That ought to be plenty. That's probably a way bigger ratio than what they got in the service. Go ahead and put my butter down in there. If you haven't seen it before, sometimes I like to take an ingredient, just drop it in an old cheap sandwich baggie. It makes it a convenient way to carry it to camp. It's really light to carry out when you get done.
Dried beef?
You want to see what dried beef tastes like? That's what's going in it. I don't know what it's going to taste like by itself.
So you're putting dry beef in what?
Come on over here. It's going in the gravy. Make chip beef gravy to go on our toast.
Ah. So how do you make gravy again?
Let's see, are you in there? Can I see you? It's Gummy Bear.
Yeah, I'm Gummy Bear.
There, I haven't ever tasted this before either.
Nervous.
Don't be nervous, it's just dried beef. Might be a little salty. A little salty by itself, huh? That's why we're not going to put salt in the gravy. It's got plenty of salt in it, huh?
Woo! Mmm. Ooh, that's salty. Okay.
Now, just as we just tried, the chip beef is salty. And you can take and soak this in some water to pull some of that salt out before you put in your gravy if you want. I definitely wouldn't add any salt to it though. Alright y'all, it's on. Let's cook. That doesn't take a real long time. You just want to cook the rawness out of the flour. I'm just kind of guessing. put about a cup in there. About 3/4 of a cup or so of that evaporated milk. And I think I'm going to do that trick we talked about, and I'm going to soak this chipped beef off a little bit. We don't use a lot of salt in my house, so this is pretty heavy on the salt. Yeah. Starting to slowly thicken up. I'll go ahead and put the parsley in.
Can I have one of those?
Want to see if it's gotten something a little less salty now?
Yes.
Come around here.
Oh yeah, that's really good.
That calm down some now.
Oh yeah, it's calmed down a ton. It's calmed down a lot. You're gonna do some editing.
Alright, let me show you what we got. Okay, see the way it's sticking to the back of the spoon now? So it's a little bit runny, but I'm going to set it beside the fire. I'm going to go ahead and put the chipped beef in it, let it finish thickening up there a little bit while we make some toast.
How is it not catching on fire? It's just not. You're just waving it in the fire.
There's a lot of moisture in the bread, but now if I did this long enough and I dried the bread out, it probably would catch on fire. You want to start breaking a piece up in your bowl? Alright, it's kind of dark under here, but there's our gravy. Alright.
That smells good.
You got anything you want to say to those people who are in the military force?
Thank you for protecting our country.
A little more gravy?
I'm fine.
Fine. Here, let's bring you in so you can see what we got here.
Whoa, that's a really nice zoom.
Alright, that's your SOS. Chipped beef gravy on toast. Stuff on a shingle.
What's stuff on a shingle?
What we're eating.
We're eating stuff on a shingle?
Yep. Well, that's kind of what they called it. They had a not so nice word, and I'm saying stuff. Yeah, ooh, I know. All right, let's try it. Sometimes they'd eat this for breakfast.
Busy.
That'd be a good breakfast at camp.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all take a little time this Memorial Day and remember those that have fallen for us. Not just about a hot dog on the grill. All right, ready?
I'm ready.
Let's head out. All right, y'all. We'll see you next week.